Welcome back to Nioh. I'm your pal Slowbeef. With me, of course, my good friend Doc.
Yeah, how you doing?
And my good friend Seth.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? That's the fourth one in 1 minute.
We're on a roll.
We have a Twilight mission. It's level 20 too. I've never done a Twilight mission.
Oh, you can get a Hank. Nice.
What's a Hank?
It's a single Hank of yokai hair. Get you a Hank.
That's
good terminology.
Can I go to the shrine and level up, or that won't like ruin my?
So here's something you probably want to do.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna.
I'm gonna remind you the thing you told me last night. Go ahead and do a big ol' set of offering.
Yeah, because I am effing full of items.
So the way that I do this, and this is something I recommend, the vast majority of your items don't fucking matter. So just lock the ones you're using right now and just go ahead and get rid of all the rest. Don't look back.
All right.
Except you're probably going to want to keep one of each weapon type.
Exactly. I'm thinking I might even keep two just in case, right? Like this level 49 Taima Kuni, which I think is
Kuniyuki.
Kuniyuki, thank you. That's a regular sword, I think, right? It's not no. Yeah, that's a regular sword.
I think so.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe I'll
those actually are different symbols. You see there right underneath them?
Yeah. Wait, how do
that's Nodachi, I think.
How do I sort these? Function. Oh shit. Oh crap.
So it's been a hot minute since I played Nioh. What is the system? What are you guys doing with this?
Okay, so what we're doing right here is we're just getting rid of all the garbage in our inventory that we don't need because this is a loot game. Which is involving just locking the ones that we have and then offering the rest of them, which is going to give you a lot of Amrita, the souls, and also a bunch of elixirs and a bunch of other, like, extra items.
Thank you, Kinetic Gibbon. R3 is sort. Alright.
Gotcha.
It's something you want to do every now and again.
These are my best swords, I think.
No, they're not. Those are the worst you have, I think. Level 21 and 20.
What the fuck is this sorting by then? Alright, here's my best hammer. Okay, I'll hold on to that. I'll lock that. I'll lock this Tonfa, because I like this Tonfa. I like this one, right? I don't care about this axe, I don't think. This is a pretty good one. This is a pretty good one, I think. And these are roughly my levels.
Yep. I think that's one of each weapon type if you wanted to just go for that.
Really?
Hold on. No, there's no spear. You don't have a spear.
Yeah, I need a spear. The Kusarigama. I have it. I think I locked a Tonfa before.
You did.
Oh, Odachi.
You have one of those already. The Kamiyuki.
See, this is like what a video game.
No, it isn't. Hold on. Odachi and that one have different symbols, but there's okay, there's two different kinds of symbol for the sword. Weird.
Oh. Look, I'm not the game expert here. Oh, I'll keep this bow. Thank you. I'll keep. Oh, I have a spear. That's the weapon. It's level 45 though, so that's pretty good, right? Here's a great spear. I'm gonna keep two just in case, because I'm getting game hoarder. So,
okay.
Yeah. I think that's all the weapons. The only thing I just want to make sure that I'm holding on to like a matchlock rifle.
And the hand cannon, which you have right there.
Yeah, exactly. And I have.
All right, it sounds like you can now offer all of these. I think you're good.
Check all.
Yep.
And then offer all. Let's do it.
Yep.
Wow.
13 elixirs.
That's really good. That seems still.
And also 74,000 Amrita.
Yeah, I had too much locked even, but.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Honestly, that's not.
You have equipment to do now. The armor, which is going to give you even more.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I like this one. Should I just check off everything else then? Like
I think you can just basically go with what you have equipped right now.
Yeah. Jesus
God, you're going to get so many fucking extra levels out of this.
Holy shit. You're right. Wow. I even have like those spirit stones that I can trade for even more stuff. So Seth, what's your experience with Nioh?
I played I think I played like 8 hours of it. Just did not. I kind of bounced off of it, and there was a lot of things coming out at the time that I also wanted to play, because I think Nioh Nioh was early 2017, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say so, yeah.
So it was like right around the time of Persona 5, which kind of took me away from anything I wanted else.
Mm-hmm.
And I always meant to go back to it. I just didn't.
Yeah, that's actually kind of similar to my experience with it, where I really liked it, but then for whatever reason I fell off of it. Well, I was doing like a Let's Play kind of thing, and coordination became an issue, so it was kind of like I fell off of it, and now I'm kind of like back in the saddle, you could say. You know, only 3 levels. Wow. I'm gonna get one more spirit because I think we talked about that being a good thing to get, but I never do. Cool. So now we're level 50.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations, the big 5-0.
The big 5-0. Don't say it because that's getting to a point in my life where. So I just want to say I am a little interested to try a Twilight mission, to be totally honest with you. But I did want to make story progress tonight too.
This is going to be an easy Twilight mission for what it's worth. It's only level 20.
That's fair.
Like, I'd want to say that this Twilight mission is based off of the Hino-Enma mission.
Mm-hmm. I think
so.
Right.
It's relatively early on.
So yeah, we're basically revisiting level 2, but we're doing a Twilight mission, which I haven't done, but as I understand it is like sort of like an extra hard version of a level that's only available every now and again.
Mm-hmm. They cycle in daily.
Yeah. Doc here.
That's cool.
Yeah, Doc here is our resident, not only Nioh expert, but also sort of like yokai lore, and generally like not quite a doctor, but you know, close enough.
I'm not actually a doctor. Don't ever assume that I am in fact an actual doctor, because I am not. That's an important thing to note. Extremely not a doctor right here. Has 0 doctorate. Not even 1.
I'm just gonna go ahead and assume you're a doctor, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Listen.
So, also there is an incentive for those of you who didn't see the title that if you are sick of me with an axe, or we can just spawn a revenant when effing ever. That's 300 bits or $3 to do so. All right, there.
Yeah.
Sassafras. I don't know the point of Twilight missions or anything, and the plot outline. Like, usually you get a little like kind of like, here's why I'm doing this mission text from a character, but this one was Williams. Like, I felt like a red sky beckoning me, and I noticed I did one in the demo. I feel like 'cause I kind of remember this like this treatment, I guess you could call it. You know, like the red sky and everything. This level is not more.
Do not have plot associated with them. They're just hard mode missions.
All right.
I do really like the aesthetics of this magical hell mission, like the red sky and just auras. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it definitely gives it like a kind of ominous
There's a vibe.
type of vibe, yeah. My own stupid fault for thinking I was a sniper.
I mean, I would have done it, because at the same time, like, if you'd gotten that headshot and it would just sort of work, you could have just popped off and been great.
And that skeleton was like just sitting there with a bow. Like, yeah. Oh shit. Okay, hold up.
Ah, there's a Biwa Boku Boku in this room. Nice.
Oh yeah. Biwa Boku Boku, you said, right?
Yes, Biwa Boku Boku.
Man, I'm so glad I learned something about them because I really want to show Seth if he is. So, I mean, I tweeted about it, granted, so you might.
And of course, you see every tweet that slowbeef makes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You see that
notification set up for that?
Do you know the thing about this guy, the Biwa Boku Boku?
I don't. Fill me in.
Biwa, so Doc, I'm gonna try, Doc, and you tell me where I'm wrong and when I should shut my mouth and stop pretending I'm an expert on anything. Biwa are instruments, like a Japanese kind of guitar-ish type of thing, something like a shimasu but different. But the Biwa Boku Boku are basically they're the kind of yokai. They're like objects that if they're neglected, they go bad. You could say in Ash Williams terms. In this case, though, it's kind of an evil guitar that is forcing this dead monk to play it. And if you look very closely, you can see there's arms growing out of it. And when I say dead monk, I don't mean like a spirit. I mean that's like a corpse. I don't know that. I think that part is like Nioh's artistic license, mind you, and not necessarily like part of the actual yokai myth. But it's usually like this, like kind of. I think enchanted's the wrong word. Maybe possessed sort of instrument. How'd I do?
All right, pretty good. The only things I would correct really are it's shamisen, not shimasen.
Oh, I keep doing that. Yeah.
Yes, and also it's not that it's possessed. It goes back to the whole myriad gods thing, the Yayorozu Okami, which are everything has a spirit, and if a spirit is neglected and not treated well, it goes bad.
Got it.
It's just alive because everything is technically alive. That's the idea.
Gotcha. Oh, got a captured cartridge. I will say though, it feels a ton better than last night. So, I feel like that might have been a fluke, but
Well,
yeah. Does somebody?
we'll say.
No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. You're good. You're good. Go for it.
We'll say, haunted satanic guitar, kind of metal as hell. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, I think there's a lot of like cool like Japanese mythology to draw on that Nioh takes advantage of, and I'm interested to see what they do with the sequel because, so yeah, I really dig this game quite a bit. You know, I get some of the criticism of it, especially that I've heard, but okay, this is an issue. Hold on, let's just.
It's not going to be an issue for much longer.
No. So, yeah, first of all, we're vastly overleveled. And second of all, I just use my living weapon, which is basically invincibility. I guess I should not have. Whoa.
Rough. Ah, this guy's also Hammer Man.
Yeah. And he just ran out of stamina, so... Oh, what the hell? Who's doing that?
Archer on the far side.
Let's see him.
Yeah. It's a little bit... Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
That was a real good shot.
Thanks. It's, runs in the thing. I don't even know what that meant. Alright. I love Hot Springs. Yeah, so I know you said you played 8 hours of it, so I hope you don't feel like I'm, like, revisiting territory you know about or whatever, but it's so rare that I know something about the video game, you know? So I'm gonna milk that for all it's worth.
Hey, you guys are welcome to Sherpa me through this not Onimusha game. I'm real into it.
You know, I kind of want to revisit Onimusha. It's been forever since I played it. And
I mean, hey, the HD version of the first game just got released, so there's that.
Yeah, I've heard that port is actually really good too.
It's not just a
shame is
port. It's like got some gameplay changes and everything too, if I remember right.
Yeah, it's got the RE remake, the upres they did for the PS4, Xbox One, like the new control scheme for it.
Yeah,
What I've
because
heard.
original Onimusha 1 was tank controls, and this version doesn't have tank controls, or does not want to unless you opt into them.
I have really fond memories of those games.
Yes. Here. Alright, it's one thing that's bugging me. Because every time I reboot my computer, Steam starts up, and then friend modes come in, and it's like I'm happy to have friends. I like friends, but I don't need people to, like, you know, kind of like talk to me, or like I don't need the notification like Jimmy's playing, you know.
You can turn those off for what it's worth.
Permanently?
Yeah,
Oh, let's talk after this.
will do.
So
Yeah, that-
Go ahead.
The one thing you can't change on that is if you're in a community for whatever reason, a Steam community. Can't turn those off for some reason, but you can turn off just the normal friends playing whatever thing. That's been a thing for a while.
Oh, I didn't, you know what? Thank you, because that has been a bane in my existence. Oh, no! William! I mean, my own fault, granted, but still.
So, Doc, don't mind my asking, where did you learn all your yokai lore? What got you into that?
Okay, So, this is a complicated question with a very complicated answer. Okay.
It's actually a rather simple question with a complicated answer, but...
See, no, it's very complicated for me specifically.
Oh.
Alright, so I am extremely into basically all forms of mythology. Flat out. And that stems from... This is something I actually just answered a couple days ago. That stems from... My grandparents had this really, really big bookshelf full of a bunch of cool-ass books that I was really interested in when I was a kid. When I, visited them regularly. A lot of those, though, were chemistry books that I could not read at all. My grandfather was a chemist. He assisted in creating boron fibers, which are still used to this day in space missions. As, like, heat dissipation stuff. It's pretty cool. Anyway.
Yeah, it's real fucking cool.
Wow.
So anyway, a couple of things, though, that were on there were just books about mythology, and one of the few earliest memories I have was reading about Finn McCool creating the Giant's Causeway. The legend of Finn McCool creating the Giant's Causeway.
I don't know if I'm familiar
that
with
interest
that, but sorry.
Yeah, it's an Irish legend. That when he was like challenged by Fergus McRoy, I think is what it was, and he, well, okay, whatever. Anyway,
I mean, his name is Finn McCool. It's a hell
it's
of
a
a name.
cool ass name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remind me for a really awesome video game idea after you're done. Sorry, go ahead.
So, Narakabe. Neat.
I'm trying to see who died. Not gonna tell me, huh? Alright.
Seems like you're gonna have to try it.
Seth, what do you feel about this Narakabe? Do you feel like we should go, nice? Like neutral or angry? It's random, by the way, which is the right answer.
You know, let's give him a nice bow. I want to be nice to the magical ball.
He wasn't
He
happy.
did not like it.
Shit.
All right, you want to go neutral? You want to do the nooch, or you want to get angry?
Sorry, I picked it.
All right, turns out you want
He
to
made me mad, so I'm like, all right, fine then, let's fucking do it. So you get two tries out of that, basically, and then you have to pick the right kind of like emotion of your gestures to do it. But it's random. There's no real like right answer or way of. The easiest way of telling is if you look for revenants, which are like other dead players, all of the Souls game. It'll say like killed by Narakabe for like making a whatever gesture. You know?
Yeah. Or their neutral behavior, for instance.
Yeah, exactly. But in this particular case, I didn't see any revenants around.
Yeah, looked like you just got unlucky and there weren't any, so you just had to guess. You have a 2 out of 3. It's more likely.
Sorry, I didn't expect that one.
All right, multiple one though. Okay.
Here.
So this whole like interest in mythology in general just kind of taints basically almost all of my favorite shit. Like, if you use pre-existing mythology creatively and stuff like that, I'm going to like your thing most of the time. Like, I'm going to like whatever thing you're creating with that as its idea most of the time. I just really like mythology in general, and I look up stuff about all of them.
I respect that. Like, that's a real good way to go into that. Like, I like that.
All right, do you want to hear my great video game idea?
Sure.
All right.
Go for it.
Like a Souls-like, maybe, right?
Okay.
Or what's the other name for it now? Soulsborne-like, I guess. But based on Irish mythology, but you play a Japanese guy visiting Ireland.
Okay, I see. So, what were we gonna call this game? Oni?
Ion.
Ion, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So it's an anagram as opposed to just backwards. Gotcha.
Yes. It means.
Tell me out.
It means kingly benefactor.
All right. Yeah. Actually, you could probably title that Owen. That'd be a perfect title because that's basically Nioh backwards, and is also a very common Irish name.
I'm gonna start a Kickstarter for that. And then Just see, and then watch as it actually makes. All right, no, I'm just kidding.
So sell me on the weapons for this game, Beef. I wanna hear your pitch.
Here's an axe, okay? Oh wait, all right. It's all hammers, big fucking hammers.
Only hammers?
No.
It
Also
is a
clubs.
shillelagh a hammer.
It's a big club, isn't it? Shillelagh?
It's a club. It's a specific type of wood too. It's a walking stick technically. That is also a club. It's both.
Good.
Really hoping this Hemo and my fight goes better than. No.
I believe
wow,
in
that was
Slowbeef.
luck.
You messed the Dead or Alive character up real good.
I intend to. And it is Team Ninja, so you know. I'm a little surprised in a way that there isn't like Nioh-Onna is like some kind of secret like DOA character. You know what I mean? Like they have like this. Don't they have like the Spartan like from Halo? You know, why not Nioh-Onna?
I mean, there's a weird kind of mythology monster character in Dead or Alive.
Is it Tengu? Because I know Dead or Alive
Nioh
2 had Tengu. Hey, Twilight Walker.
Yeah, Nioh Tengu.
Gotcha. Did she say a
no.
different thing this time, I wonder? I didn't notice. Well, anyway, that was our first Twilight mission. Maybe that's why we got the trophy.
Sorry, I had a connection issue during parts of that.
You know what?
Yeah, I did too, actually.
Yeah, it looks like I had a issue. I'm looking at my... I'm just checking. I'm green again.
Oh yeah, 2000 drop frames. Yeah, there you go.
Sorry about that.
It's still are. Still are.
Oh.
Connection. Internet problems. Perhaps. Maybe.
Sometimes
I mean-
this happens every now and again. And just, you know. Yeah, wait, hold on a sec.
To fix that.
Yeah, okay. Whew. Alright, I apologize everybody at home. This was, we had more internet issues.
The internet is bullshit. I want y'all to know that and always remember that.
Yes.
The internet is out to get us.
But, at least we can use the Twilight missions to connect back online. And also, you know... what do you call it? Gotcha. That's interesting. I was just curious, like, why that was... You know what? Listen,
Thanks for joining us here in the box.
Thank you.
Nioh MG.
I think we should make progress. You know what? I've had enough of the technical problems of tonight and things like that. I say fuck it. Let's go for main mission Falling Snow.
Yeah, go for it.
You got it. Snow falling.
Ah,
Come
this
along for
one.
the ride.
This, I think, was the final mission I did before I stopped.
Really?
I completed this mission, if I'm remembering correctly. I completed this mission, and this is where I stopped.
Wait, does this have multiple playable characters?
The game has multiple playable skins for your main character if you unlock them.
Ah.
Curse of Nobunaga. No, wait. In Nioh's time frame, though, Nobunaga's still alive? I thought.
No, Oda Nobunaga died just a few years ago. Or even, like, just last year. He died recently.
Got it. And it's June 1600, so as the flavor for the text of this mission said, yeah, it is weird that it is snowing. So, good. We're technically, I think, about 5 levels too low for this mission, but I think that's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
I'm not. I think... Just a reminder, poking home, there is also a weapon incentive. And there's our cat spirit friend.
there is an incentive now. If you donate $3 or 300 bits, which is equivalent to $3, you can force Beef to either change weapons to whatever kind of weapon that you want, inform him in, whatever way you do, or to fight a Revenant immediately, just doing his best to drop everything he's doing and to go to add that Revenant to the problem as well.
Yes. Not to unsell things, but just so you know, like, boss fights, you can't summon Revenants, so, like, that was a trolly little thing I was hoping would happen too, but unfortunately, it's better to use if I'm in a big group of things, or maybe if I'm balancing on something, and it's like, wow, it's really a bad time to use Revenant. You know, that's a good time to do it. Or to say, fuck it, you never use Odachi, I want you to. You know, that kind of shit.
But the thing is that if you're sick of seeing axe and only axe, you can see any other weapon, if you so desire.
Yes.
How much does that cost again?
$3 or 300 bits, which is equivalent to $3.
Brought my shield tech back from the last stream. We're ready to do this.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Listen, another thing too is I am gonna say though, just to be honest, I do really like the axe and I'm good at it. Or used to it, maybe I should say. So I'm not doing this just to like annoy people into paying money. That said, if it's a happy side effect, well, you know, college is expensive. All right, so let's get up here. So we got to do something about that ice. That part I figured out all by myself. I know there's a Kadama around, not because I hear it, and there probably really isn't, but I feel like this is a good spot. That's a regular ladder, so. I think this game has the most satisfying, like, down thrust, too. Like, the drop attack. Like, they do a good job somehow of just being like, hey, you know what? You are really gonna drop somebody. You're really gonna, like, fall on somebody and hurt them bad.
That's one thing I did remember about this game is, like, all said and done, like, getting beheadings and getting, like, actual, like, pulling stuff off felt good.
It is, yeah, it's a very, very satisfying game, I think. You know, like, in terms of,
This
like,
is Solid Snake.
Hey.
Thanks for subscribing to Slow Beef.
30 months of beef and 30 months of technical issues.
Thanks, Bob Jr.
And here's some money. You'll need it to carry out your investigation.
It's Tanfa time. Emo.
But you picked one of the weapons I do enjoy, I think. I say I think, so we do have Pechin's Tanfa.
I think, yeah. I think you grabbed 2 of those. I think there's a better one up top.
I think you're wrong.
Alright, seems like I am in fact wrong. Alright.
Alright,
Famous
then.
last words.
Tanfa time. Alright, let's, is that rifle ammunition? I'll take it. Clean out your inventory. You missed the
We
beginning
did.
of this, yeah.
Yeah, we went from 502 to 100.
While we are getting Tanfa now, and thank you again, by the way, Ration?
Ration is what I would say.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. What's a good weapon for Tanfa, which is my number 2? Skill? Skill, maybe? Dexterity. Alright, then. Just make this the most terrible build, the most terrible character, but... You know.
Optimization is for cowards.
Let's go with it. Maybe I should help people advance. Well, actually not, because I want to be able to switch.
You will want to be able to switch, yeah.
Yeah.
You can help it.
I'm not that good at Nioh, where it's like, yeah, just pick my old friggin' whatever, like level 1, you know, level 1 shuriken or something. You know what? I also have some samurai skill points we can do. We could learn something about the Tanfa. Like, what is this? Reduces key damage? Yeah, why not?
Excited for you to blow some skill points into this and then someone immediately makes you switch.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, Tanfa is a lot of fun, I think. It's like the closest, like, this kind of weapon, you know? I think I hit there, but... And then, like an idiot, I'm just hitting the key pulse button while I'm doing combos, even though that makes no sense, it doesn't work. So, stop doing that.
You say doing it again.
here. Why am I dying?
Rough.
There we go. All right.
I forgot about the just way you died in this game, and it's kind of really good.
Oh yeah, free from your mortal coil.
That and that little flute sting. Classy.
You know what I like to the little detail of when you die in Europe, in England, I guess, right? Where it's like, it's not freed from your mortal coil. It's like a different you died kind of game over screen. I'm blanking on what it exactly is.
I don't remember what it was at all. Especially since you didn't die at all. Well, okay, no, you did once.
Yeah.
Against the Knights, if I remember right. Yeah.
That's a really nice detail. I can just imagine that in like an actual Souls game, it just changes based on like the area you're in.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. And you know, I'm gonna miss William Adams in Nioh too, since it's gonna be a customizable character. But then again, I can always remake any. I guess, well, he was a historical figure, so it's illogical. But we can make any character that we like, so.
Yeah. You could just be William Adams again if you so desired. You could be good old Billy Adam.
Right.
Well, I mean, if you need more of our good friend Billy Nioh here, you could always play the Dynasty Warriors All-Stars game, where he can hang out with known dead or alive character Ryu Hayabusa.
I thought I just saw Kodama, but no, I didn't. Be quiet. You know, and no spoilers, please. I could really go for actually a game, or maybe I'll create like Yatsuke. There's another figure they don't know much about who is like, I think he was from Mozambique, but he was.
Well, assumed to be from Mozambique.
That's right. They don't know definitively.
Yeah, because very few records of him exist, although it is known definitively that he in fact existed and was a real person.
Yeah. Like I'd be like, I thought that, and Afro Samurai, I think, is like not based on him, but like inspired.
Inspired by his story, yeah.
Ooh, that was
a lot.
I usually do like to kind of certain enemies, but these guys, I'm not good for.
These guys deserve it. Yeah.
Plus, I'm using Tonfa. You know?
Nice. By using Tonfa, you have reached maximum familiarity with a hammer.
Well, even the game wants me to use a hammer. Ooh, level 75.
That's a dude with no dachi.
Oh,
there you are. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Look, right over here even.
So the news is that if you actually trigger a Kodama, to go back, if you don't watch him, wave at you and to say goodbye, you're a cop.
Mistake. I have mistakenly been a cop a couple times in stream, so we're gonna try not to be at this point, and we'll.
Noble endeavor.
Hello. One of the crystal up ones, but he's blue this time. Cause ice.
I heard something activate behind me. Which is actually a nice. Okay. I call them Lost Souls, even though that's not their name.
I also call them Lost Souls, even though I know that their name is Onibi.
Onibi?
Yeah. Oni Fire.
This guy. The problem. I got a little lucky there. I kind of like gambled on him running out of. Dude, yokai juice before
Mm-hmm.
and then being able to start locking. I don't know what the yokai actually use for stamina. I mean, or ki, I guess, because it's like different. But
Beef, I'm sorry to tell you this.
Hmm?
It's happening again.
It is happening again.
Okay. 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 Technical problems that are not my fault, I swear. Okay, we did miss one thing off camera, which I accidentally activated while I was like doing stream tests and stuff. Is there that like kind of thing, that little flock behind me? The cat guy said basically, "Oh, frost butterflies. That's unusual. I wonder if now that that disturbance is gone, something has changed." Which, I mean, is like, you know, kind of obvious game speak, I think, for, hey, you know, I bet one of those ice crystals, probably the one from before, is now, you know, open. I'm gonna guess, you know.
Let's go find out.
Yeah. Let's do that. What's up, Paramore? Just gonna make sure I'm online. It says I am, but...
You are, in fact, on the line. We are watching it
Yeah,
at this point.
I'm watching you right now.
I meant in Nioh, too, but yeah. No, thank you. I appreciate that confirmation as well. So, the ice crystals, if I remember, were toward the beginning of the level. I mean, there were 2 sets of them, but one is still here. Which is the one that's close to the beginning of the level. That's a weird little snow barrier that... I mean, come on. They have snow in Ireland. You have no excuse, William.
Very rarely. They don't have snow very often.
Is that true?
Yeah. Ireland has a very similar climate to the UK in general, specifically Britain. It's not very... It doesn't get that much, like, strong seasonality.
Oh, I spam.
It rains a fucking lot, I can tell you that. The only part of it that experiences like a regular amount of snow is like northern Scotland. Which, the very, very tip actually is very high up, so it gets a reasonable amount.
Cool. Thanks, Lady Pure. Yeah, so just the guests are not on Parsec, so they're on stream delay, just like the rest of you lot.
Yeah, we are now watching just like y'all plebeians.
Yes. No side.
Weird.
So far, you know, I hope everything sounds okay on your end, but it seems okay from my side as well. Let's level up to set. Oh no, we can't. That's right, 36,000, and it turns yellow. And unfortunately, this ice is still here.
Looks like we got someone in the chat confirming that audio and game levels, and our audio is sounding real crisp, so...
That's great.
Yeah.
I will throw one thing out here. Did you see the last ice crystal? Did you see anything different between this ice crystal and the other one?
I did, actually. And I
you might want to investigate that.
Yeah, I noticed when I hit this one, too, it's at 0. So I'm like, now maybe now that the enchantment or whatever that's like surrounding that one ice crystal is, you know, not so bad.
Perhaps.
Or not so bad. Not there is what I really kind of meant to say. Meaning
Not
that,
so bad works too.
Yeah. I mean, it can't be as bad if it's not existing there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best part is this is what a bad host I am, because while I was doing all these issues, of course, I left Seth and Doc, who have not met each other before tonight, to kind of just be like, hey, I hope you're getting along and stuff, you know. So
The thing is, though, I'm pretty good at that, so we're fine.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I'm glad it worked out. I'm also glad that I didn't use that first shrine after all, because now I'm right close to my grave, as it were.
Yeah, your corpse.
Your corpse, right? My corpse. I want to install Nioh, but Sekiro is coming out soon! Whoa!
Yeah, actually, that's coming out in just over a week. In fact,
Yeah.
almost exactly a week, because, you know, it's gonna be tomorrow in like an hour.
I wanna see some stuff. Just a bit more from that game before I dive in. It looks really interesting, but there was a big period of like Souls games, right back to back to back. So, kind of want something special for me to dive back.
I hear you. I hear it's not really supposed to be like a Souls game, you know, per se, but
it still has that like the veins of it though. It's still got that DNA, but it's not. It doesn't exactly like adhere one to one at all. Yeah, it's very different comparatively, but still does stuff.
I still gotta finish Devil May Cry, so that's gonna.
Oh yeah. I'm probably. I think I might. I think I've kind of. Maybe I haven't decided, but I feel like I might take a little break from DMC 5 and then like kind of come back to it, because I don't want to overwhelm myself. And I kind of said like I'm gonna do one new game and one old game at a time, you know. And this is my old game that I'm catching up on, and then maybe either DMC 5 or Sekiro. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll see how Sekiro goes.
Good thing to say about DMC is especially once you kind of get to playing it, it's not the biggest game in the world, so...
That's fair, too. But then they're coming out with, like, Bloody Palace soon, too, right? So,
April 1st, yep. As a free update, everyone is getting Bloody Palace, which... I mean, actually would have been nice if Bloody Palace was there for the start, but I don't know, maybe it's got special stuff going on.
You heard about the unlockable character, right? The fourth playable?
I did not, no.
That's spoilery, just, you know, but,
I imagine I know who it is, though.
Yeah,
it's exactly who you think it would be.
Oh, shit! Recension's rating.
That's your score.
I've amassed a meager score, and it's kind of true with this Oni that I'm fighting with this. Oh, I'm in low stance, is probably why, so let's finish him off. Oh! That was kind of a beautiful little, like, overhand swing, honestly. How you doing, Recension?
I did like that animation.
How could you have forgotten the dead Lord Nobunaga? It's funny because I first learned about Nobunaga from Nobunaga's Ambition. The old
here's some money. You'll need it to carry out your investigation.
Odachi Mother Jammer.
Okay.
So everyone who's just popping in, there's another thing that's going on right now, that if you donate either $3 or 300 bits, which is equivalent to $3 US, you can force Beef to either do his best to drop everything he's doing and fight a Revenant, or force him to change his weapon type. I have forced him to change to Odachi, which he unequipped and then re-equipped, because he has not used the Odachi before, and Odachi is my favorite weapon in this game.
Jeez, a huge sword.
Yes, big.
Oh dear. And I'm ready, and I can level up, so let's risk it all and fight this.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, let's go, Tom.
Alright.
Was that used for killing horses? No, you're thinking of the Zanbato, which is a different, very large sword.
For anyone else who knew, in the raid, Doc is sort of our resident lore and Nioh expert. Although this is the last stage you played, you said, right? Or you think?
This, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, was the last stage that I played.
Yeah.
I would just say I'm a thing knower. I know
thing
things.
knower. That's fair. And a real doctor.
No, I'm not a real doctor.
But you go by Doc, and you know a lot.
Listen, a lot of people who aren't doctors know a lot. All right?
Just you.
I am not a doctor. I go by
So
doc
what you're
just
saying-
because it's short for MD. That's it.
So what you're saying is you're a doctor.
Let's go with hard.
What I'm saying is I am emphatically not a doctor.
I hear
What
doctor.
level am I? I'm level 53. This was a level 55 level, right? That was a weird thing to say.
I think so, yes.
Glad to know the
I love the
Zanbato
size.
it's real nice.
Itachi is the weapon with the second best range in the game. Well, I guess third.
You mean, wait, are you counting like missile like projectile weapons, like the bow and the
No.
rifle? I figured not, but the spear, I guess, that would be number 1.
Spear and Kasarigama technically both have better range, but the Odachi, for the like flat-out bladed melee weapons, it has the best. If you don't consider the head of a spear a blade, which you should, but hey. Can we equip a gun? Yeah, we have one equipped right now. It's a matchlock rifle.
Actually, I think I have the hand cannon, but... which I don't...
You do. Yep. Which is an even bigger gun.
It is. Is this the washing pole? I don't think it's a washing pole. I don't.
It's not, actually, because the washing pole was a Nodachi, which was a different sword.
Ooh. Shit.
Yes. The Odachi, which literally just means large sword. There's a lot of different words that mean just sword in Japanese. Ken, dachi, katana, all those kinds of things just kind of fundamentally mean sword. Odachi just meant large sword. Nodachi meant field sword. They were different in design in that the Nodachi had a shorter hilt and, generally speaking, as long or even longer blade, whereas the Odachi had a longer, much longer hilt, and usually a more extreme curve, as this one is, showing.
Actually, I'm not doing too bad with the Odachi. I've heard you can like switch combo mid stance with the Odachi, which I'm not doing it, which I'm not doing right now. So I feel like I'm not taking advantage of it. But that said,
I don't think you have any of the moves that do it unlocked. Is the thing.
Well,
unless go into mid stance real quick. You might be able to do it,
right.
And then do light, heavy.
Oh yeah, you're right. Look at that. It went to high stance.
Yeah, there you go. So that one is the one that's unlocked by default, I think.
That's a nice. Good.
It's a very nice combo, isn't it?
Yeah. And I kind of like that means you can sort of like opt into high stance,
Yep. And then you can follow that up with, I think you might be able to follow that up too with heavy again to do the double swing. So Odachi also has like slightly longer combos on top of that.
See what this is. Charge into the enemy, knocking off balance. Let's see. Let's play the movie.
I feel like the range of this thing is probably... You can use that to your advantage real well.
The end of a combo. Alright, I'll buy that one. And... I don't have this one. Oh, I got a clear way of the warrior. And this thing is... Yeah, I'll buy that. Alright, well, I unlocked it all. Alright, hello, skeleton.
Odachi was not in the base game. It was, in fact, it actually still isn't in the base game. You have to buy a DLC to unlock them.
Right.
Both Tonfa and Odachi were from the first, I think, DLC of the 3. Maybe any DLC does it.
I bought the bundle, so I'm not sure. I will say that someone's asking, there is a Nodachi in Bushido Blade, yes. That is not Nodachi, though.
Oh, Odachi was DLC 1 and Tonfa was DLC 3. Gotcha.
You know what?
Or 2.
I think Bushido Blade would be a kind of excellent parsec game now that I think about it.
Yeah, sure.
Oh wow, I never
sometime.
thought about that, using setting like multiplayer up through parsec net play. That sounds rad.
That's what it's for, actually. Yeah. That's the main thing that it's for. And in fact, it kicks ass because it typically has a much better connection than the netcode in various games.
Yeah.
It is currently the fighting game thing actually right now is to use parsec instead of like netcode for DBFZ and stuff.
No shit.
Yeah, that's where I've been hearing. That's where I first heard about parsec, was just from Fighting Game Folk, and I'm not an anime fighting. I don't play those games, so I have never messed with it.
I understand. It probably works better for Street Fighter like 5 as well, amongst other things, so
I'll have to mess with that. The idea of having online training mode is, well, real appealing.
as Tompa was DLC 2.
Let's see. I got it. So wait. What was that? Oh, that was the shrine. I think I just passed.
You shot every arrow and almost missed all of them. It was just a skeleton that was walking around, Beef. Come on now.
Listen, sometimes I don't have a follow-up to that. It was kind of a waste.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm goofing.
I know. I'm not like I'm not trying to be like, oh my god, my Nioh sensei is mad at me for ruining my training. But that said, I am sorry. Sometimes murder is the answer, says Hellwhisker. That's true. Now the good news is, I think there's one other ice crystal thing. This is maybe not. No, this is the wrong ladder. One more ice crystal thing that was toward the beginning by that shrine that I think we just unlocked via the magic of frost butterflies. One thing too I gotta say, and I've complimented Nioh on this before, they're really not. Oh shit! They're not total dicks about like edges, like they could be, which I think is a really nice thing. Where it's just like you can kind of run, and they're not gonna be like, yeah, you fell sorry, they're like.
Yeah, they're much nicer about ledges than any Souls game.
I like this thing's design.
Yes, his name is just One-Eyed Oni, right?
So the tall, like, cyclopic one that here, the one you're fighting, this is just the One-Eyed Oni, yeah. The little guy, the one that turns into one of these guys, is a Hitotsume Koza. Which literally just means, like, one-eyed boy. Congratulations.
Damn. All right. Where's my fish? Where are you, fish? All right, we're gonna have to figure out where my fish went.
Yuki-Onna? Interesting. That'd be Snow Monk, wouldn't it?
I'm very foolishly trying to read chat to see what you're saying, so I can't. All right, those guys are called Snowclop, but the translators are Yuki. Yeah, Yuki's definitely winter.
Snow, specifically.
No, thank you, yes. No, you're right, Fuyu is winter, tell you. I think my,
Yeah, large monk. Okay, the One-Eyed Oni are Hitotsume Nudo. Okay. That's interesting though, because Onido is big monk, and Nudo is just supposed to be monk in general. So Yuki-Nudo would be like snow monk or mountain monk, in this case, referencing out other Onido as their idea. Monks that live on mountains is a very, very, very common inspiration for yokai in general. Famously, Yamabushi, who are Shugendo practitioners, which is a syncretic, like, mountain religion of Japan, were the inspiration for the modern depiction of Tengu, which are an enemy you'll encounter at some point, because you know about them.
Yeah.
There's no way they're going to have a game about yokai as enemies that are not going to have Tengu in it.
Right. I haven't seen Tengu in any of the demos, or have I kind of forget?
You did.
I think I did. I remember it now. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. Alrighty, so... Wait. Sorry, I thought I heard... space. Thing, Kodama. I thought I heard a Kodama, but I did not hear a Kodama.
The only problem is that we can also not hear Kodama, tragically.
That's true. Alright, so... I'm just trying to run back to shrine number 1. There it is, okay. And then that way we can go back from shrine... So we can go back to shrine 1. break the ice wall, you know, we're all set. Don't worry about skeleton warriors, including that one I shot like 20 arrows into because I was mad. Well, I wasn't mad actually.
Skeleton warriors.
By the way, I'm
Skeleton warriors.
Seth, do you have anything you want to plug? By the way, I apologize.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube at Seth Series MKII.
Seth Series.
I'm currently working on a video essay that I took a couple of days off to finish, but on my YouTube channel right now, myself, the Dark Id, and another good friend of mine got really drunk and recited the history of Resident Evil 0 through 3. It's a good listen.
So you made drunk Resident Evil history.
It's explicitly called that.
All right, good luck. See, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Appreciate that brand synergy there.
Sorry, now I'm fighting two skeleton warriors. I'm doing not great. That was stupid of me. I totally could have taken them. I feel like such a jerk, man.
I hope you bring up in your video essay Outbreak.
You know, the video essay I'm working on, not on Resident Evil, but I do have an incredible soft spot for Outbreak.
Yeah, I actually just played Outbreak on the line recently with some friends because it's a thing you can do if you know exactly how to do it, which is extremely complicated and involves basically video game necromancy.
I've heard that, and it's something that I've always wanted to mess around with, but just I've heard how complex that nonsense is.
To get 4 people to like set it up, and 2 of them already had it set up, it took roughly 3 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that, like, especially as Capcom is like re-releasing HD versions, I really wish they would just put out like a collection of those 2 with that played. Those games are so weird.
Or, hear me out, RE2 make treatment of Outbreak.
I would like that a lot. That's still better.
Yeah, Capcom's been really good lately. Like, they've actually been knocking it out of the park consistently. The only bad release that they've like had in the past like couple of years was Street Fighter V. Otherwise, almost everything they've released since has been like fantastic.
Yeah. I know all about that Street Fighter release.
Yeah.
Where is that?
But no, I would really like that. I would still like to see those 2 games just kind of put out on like a net play collection, just because I think that conceptually they are very weird and really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the fact that all of your party members are just very blatant celebrities.
Yeah.
I guess he can't be in here. I hear a Kadama for sure.
I mean, maybe you can hop up on the snowbank somehow. I actually don't remember. This is me guessing.
Yeah. Alright, I'll figure that out in a moment.
Maybe there's a ledge you can find that'll get you onto that upper area, because it kind of looks like there was a walkway up there.
Should I activate you?
Yeah, for the person in the chat, Marvel Infinite was... I feel like that's definitely was like kind of a problem game, but I think that's maybe less out of Capcom's hands for what they could have done.
Was a good chunk of that was Disney's fault. That's known that a decent chunk of like the problems with Infinite is Disney's fault.
Crying shame, because I like Marvel more than I will ever like, or Marvel vs. Capcom more than I will any Street Fighter game.
And I mean, hey, there's someone in the chat, in fact, who actually goes to bat for Impotent as actually being a pretty decent game. It's just a very dead one, and you know.
Yeah, I'll agree. Like, I think MVCI is a very technically, like, as a fighting game, it is a good playing and deep fighting game. It's just every time I played it, I had to look at, like, it's
very ugly.
I could go to was, yeah, how did this game get released to look like this?
Like, it's a very ugly game that looks distinctly worse than MVC3, which is kind of, like, MVC3 looks great. Still does.
Yeah, MVC3 has just MVC has a art style that is kind of timeless, and I'm glad that it has it.
Mhm.
So, that was weird that they played kind of thoughtful music, but sorry. And again, I'm gonna be rude. Sorry, Doc. Did you have anything you want to plug, by the way? I'm sorry.
I mean, totally speaking, I've got a shitload of things that I want to plug, but I don't think I really should do all of them. Like, I'm working on a lot of stuff. This is gonna be one of my most busy weeks in ages, which, given my gut problems, is not super great, but, you know, I can't do much about those. On Sunday, I'm gonna be on the arcade pit, which I'm gonna probably repeat a lot of stuff I'm saying right now, again.
That's fine. Listen,
On the 20th, I'm also doing another 16-hour stream from 7 in the morning EST to 11 p.m. EST. And the final thing is, hi everybody, I've been working on creating a dub of the Toho Project lore book, Symposium Post-Mysticism, for the past, like, month now, and I actually have a casting call out available for anyone who wants to join in on that. I'm actually missing two people to audition, to have 50 different distinct people to have auditioned for it, which I'd really appreciate if that does happen. I just counted recently, and I'm at 118 total auditions, like, you know, per role recently.
wow.
And that's great. If you are interested in wanting to take part in this, I recommend you try out for any of the characters here. I am paying you. I'm not paying you, unfortunately, full voice actor rates, but the highest rating job there is $220 for one of the characters. The thing is that it's $220 for nearly 5,000 words, which is just for actual voice actors, that'd be a fucking, like, token amount. That'd be a pittance. But anyway, it's still, I'm paying that basically out of pocket if I can help it. And if you want to join in on that, I really would super appreciate it.
Where can we like go to if we're like, hey, I'd like to help out monetarily if I'm not like a good voice person?
I actually do have a like donation link specifically for that as well, if you want to do that. Which I have a bit.ly link for it actually, bit.ly/symposium-en, which is this right here.
Guys, so much.
Yeah, the Onudo are pretty rough.
Onudo, you say?
Yeah, apparently they're Onudo. I didn't ever look at their, like, name in the Yokaipedia. Onudo being Great Monk, and just a very big variant number of various yokai, which are large monks that cause problems. Or sometimes don't. It depends. I mean, you've been using it for a while. You can switch back to the axe now if you want.
You're the one who gave it, so sure. All right.
Yeah, and I'm also giving you the I'm giving you my blessing to switch back if you want to.
All right.
Which, I mean, if someone were to then donate now to force you to use a different weapon entirely, that would kick ass.
Let's say, which, for anyone wanting to donate to make slowbeef switch a weapon, or to summon a, what are they called again? Revenant?
Revenant. Yeah.
Or a Revenant. You can do that for $3 or 300 bits, which is equivalent to $3 US.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, so the Symposium project is going pretty well. I will be able to find a cast, but I am still looking for a couple of characters, like the ideal perfect ones, if I can help it. I do have one role which I would vastly prefer a trans feminine actor take up, but unfortunately I've only received one audition from, and unfortunately her sound quality wasn't very good. But if you know any trans feminine actors who are looking for any kind of work, I would really hope that you could throw them my way, because I would really like them to try out for Miko.
I
think I may have someone who can help you.
Hey, if you could toss it their way, please do.
Alright, what's this guy's name again? Like
Onudo.
Onudo.
Big monk. Yeah. O for big, and Nudo for monk.
O is big. Oh, like oh.
Big
Oh,
or great
like,
or large.
yeah. That's the long O, right? Okay.
Yeah, which is also where Odachi comes from, because it's... I guess I should emphasize, it's Onudo. Onudo, basically, not just Onudo.
Say no more.
Fuck.
Kusari Gamas, go.
Shit, I didn't know who did that, but damn it, I don't have the thing. All right,
They didn't specify a... Yeah.
they said Kusari Gamas go. I thought.
Oh, did they? We didn't... I couldn't see it, so... Well, Sarigama time.
Yeah,
Here we go.
All right. Then, fuck, how do I've never used the Kusari Gama.
Well, you've not used one since, like, the second demo.
That's true. That's true. I did use it then. All right, so
You didn't equip it.
I got it. I have a bad feeling.
Kill some revenants, beef.
Shit. All right. Chosokabe. Thank you, by the way. You know. Shit.
Well, this is actually a decent way to learn how to use it, is up against a Revenant rather than by Big Mana in charge over there.
Small blessing.
I think that the general rule for Kusarigama is strong attacks use the sickle and are shorter range, whereas light attacks use the chain and are longer range.
Thank you, Hell Whiskers, by the way. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah, I liked it a lot in the demo. That's true. I'm just like, it's fun. It's just like it's scary because like everything. Ooh, that is too much.
It's very commit heavy, yeah. But it's like if you know exactly what you're doing, you're covering so much area with it, right?
Yeah, it's a fun weapon because it's like, hey, we're gonna do a combo for you, kind of, you know, like, oh, that's nice. That is nice. All right.
Kusarigama, the toad style of weapons. If used properly, it is nearly invincible. The fifth deadly venom of the base game.
Alright, I chickened out on that, admittedly, but...
Whatever. Killing them at all is probably a smart idea right now.
Treasure Hunter, huh?
Ah, Sakai Rifle. You actually just unlocked a new, type of matchlock. Neat.
Now, the good news, by the way, is I think that, judging from the music change, that was a permanent...
That was
kill.
It was, yes. That was a Cloud Oni.
But I think it's worth fighting this guy with the... Oh, Archer. Alright, Archer not usually. I say as I get hit. I forgot, and also thank you whoever activated the Revenant. I would love to, so that was... Come on. Sorry, you can't pause this game, folks. Why does Japanese fiction have such a hate boner for Nobunaga?
Okay. Oda Nobunaga killed a fuckload of people. That's an important thing to note about Oda Nobunaga. He killed a fuckload of people, and the only real reason why he wanted to unite Japan was out of, like, personal ambition. Rather than for, like, uniting Japan under a, for... I don't know, just to make sure that it was powerful by under its own rule or something like that. He did it because he wanted to rule the country. So he's very easy to villainize as a, horrible monster. That's kind of why it is. Hideyoshi and Ieyasu are treated better because they basically inherited, or in one case, assassinated, Nobunaga. Basically, so he gets treated slightly better because he basically, assassinated a warlord. But the thing is, he was still very much a warlord. Hideyoshi finished the job of uniting Japan afterwards through continuing the civil wars. Ieyasu got the role afterwards, and then contributed to the closing off of the country for, a couple hundred years and a bunch of other stuff. Oda Nobunaga was, in fact, a warlord. Just always remember that. He was a warlord who had some really good ideas, just like Genghis Khan. But Genghis Khan, always remembered, killed more human beings in history than any other person. And Nobunaga was basically that on a smaller scale for Japan.
Oh, shit. I didn't expect that to collapse. Okay.
Pardon me if this is ignorant, but I feel like just as much as Japan vilifies Nobunaga, at least in more, I don't want to say just like anime, but just kind of games and stuff.
There's some
like
admiration there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, he worked. He was he was not necessarily right, but he did the job that he set out to do. So there's some admiration there. It's just that, he was also, a warlord. I hope John Wayne never portrayed Nobunaga, because goddamn. Y'all have heard about, how incredibly racist John Wayne was, right?
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm not
motherfucker was,
shocked, but...
racist for his time, racist.
Wow. That's
Yup.
Damn. Not intentionally changed, but I keep wanting to mention this story, but I can't. But so when I was a young lad, I rented Nobunaga's Ambition for the NES, like an old Koei strategy game. And in the manual, they actually talk about Tokugawa Ieyasu. Wait.
Tokugawa Ieyasu, yep.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's a story apparently they tell children where the three warlords couldn't get a bird to sing for them, and they were asked what they would do, and Tokugawa said, "I would wait until the bird wished to sing." Ieyasu said, "I would force the bird to sing," and Nobunaga said, "I would kill the bird."
Yeah, it was
Again, a metaphor, by the way, not anything based in anything. Yeah, still, I really am starting to like Usarigama. Not easy to use, but...
Toyotomi Hideyoshi, Tokugawa Ieyasu, and Oda Nobunaga. Sorry, I just remembered their exact names. And yeah, that is a pretty decent encapsulation of them, although Hideyoshi probably would also kill the bird, is the actual story behind there.
Sure.
And Ieyasu would likely have contributed to the eventual downfall of the bird, actually, rather than wait for it to, wait for it to get better.
Yeah, and in the end, I mean, Nobunaga set out as a goal to, get revenge, to get more songs played in this area, ultimately. Maybe through intimidating other birds. So, this is bad. Just eat the electrics. Right.
In the clear.
There we go. Whoa. Oh yeah, you. I like this guy, I forgot. Okay.
Mujina. How you doing?
That's a little trickster. I don't know if you saw that guy before, Seth, but Mujina is a little kind of trickster badger.
Badger.
Yeah.
Yep, Badger.
You just have to copy his gesture to, I guess, save him or whatever.
If you take too long, you have to fight him.
And he
Sounds like a real cool dude.
It's alright. Not too bad. IMO. Foreigner's armor. Interesting. I should really check my armor, actually. Let's see if we open the door from another side. Again. Oh, you know what? I have a title or something. So let me go to that. Oh, 2 prestige points. Increased luck. Seth, what do you think? Omnio magic no. Yokai realm or luck? What should I increase?
I feel like magic power.
Okay. Yeah, fine. Okay. Durability of living weapons, elemental attack damage versus yokai realm or luck?
The living weapon durability, by the way, is really good.
Let's do that.
Yeah, that seems like it saved you a couple of times, so...
This time I have 7 to spend, so rather than... If you don't mind, I might just pick some of these. Just going.
There's 7 of them. Go for it. Just choose whatever.
That's fine. We just did... Yeah, physical for a second. I'm like recovering. Alright. Loud one. I kind of like that this crystal guy, because of the element of basically throwing a snowball at me. I think that's nice. I mean, I know he's not technically, but he is. There's a metaphor about the Oni where, like, the blue ones apparently, like, we're waiting for a bird to sing, and then, here.
Oni being different colors is like a modern folklore thing. It's not something that was historical. It's just like, I think there's a children's story about a blue and red Oni thing.
Damn it.
Nice. Good swings.
Yeah. Oh wow, and I still have like max elixirs, which is nice. Alright, I gotta figure out where the heck I was, because what happened was, let me think here. I wandered through. I mean, I like to think it's a team effort, but I also don't want to like also evenly distribute blame, because that's all me. But I went in here. That's right. So I was like, hey, I'll use my hand cannon on this cloth demon, and then that like went, whatever. And through here, I think. Yeah, I kind of went on a big like sidetrack adventure, and then
This all looks vaguely familiar.
yeah, oh, I'll take a hot spring. That must be nice right now, like right in this like sort of snowy area. I like that William got to chill a bit, so to speak, in this like kind of, it's nice.
So what bonuses does the hot spring?
Regen, full health restore plus regen, we should say.
Oh, that's nice.
That's not nice. I kind of cornered myself with a lot of that. I kind of deserve that. Which sucks is I've had 3 deaths in which I've lost all my Amrita. But
Yeah, but whatever. You also generated like nearly 130,000 at the start of this session. You had your boost.
that's fair. You know what I didn't use? I'm not going to use them just now, but like I also have a ton of those yeah, like I have like 5,500 here and 1,700 there and 8,000 there. Which is, I think all told not enough for the 37,000 or so I need for the next level, but pretty close actually. Maybe next time I get like a good 10,000 or so. Alright, let's try a different route. I feel like I've come close to trying to go this way. Ah, shit.
I liked as you got closer, he got more friendly.
Yeah. A fun trick. I didn't realize it's so common in video games.
What?
The whole like frame rate as you get closer kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that has been a relatively common thing for a long time now.
I knew about yeah, the one I was like aware of was like lower models as you get close. You know what I mean? As you are farther away.
Yeah, switching out from low resolution models to more like low def and low poly models from far away, and then when you get close, then you have the more complicated ones.
Right.
That is also common, but the thing is, you can do both, and it like is almost unrecognizable, and it saves even more both CPU and GPU processing. I took a computer graphics class that I had to audit because the professor wouldn't let me in, which is a weird sort of thing where you basically take the class for free, but you don't get a grade, you know? And, you know, the professor has to let you do it. He was a nice guy. He was more just like, hey, listen, you're already taking like a semester doing the class on top of it. So, like, he let me sit in, and I got to, like, do a bunch of cool OpenGL shit. And then I got to be a total wise ass and be like a jerk. Not a real jerk. I wasn't disruptive or anything. But, you know, like I was maybe a little more flippant than I would have been in a normal class setting. So finally, like 2/3 through the semester, he's like, you know, you're lucky you're not getting a grade for this. And I was like, well, please? And he's like, all right, see me after. So finally they let me in. So that's a lesson for everyone at home, okay? Never give up on your dreams. Yeah.
Of taking a class, I guess. Well, maybe give up on that dream. I was a little persistent, but still.
It's fine. Just never give up on your dreams, period. There's always something you can do with it.
Yeah, exactly. And what did I do with that computer graphics class? I don't know. I played video games, which I would have done anyway, I guess. But
you know a little bit more about the background and things that goes into them. That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's all right. We don't need a moral to this story. You followed your dreams and they worked out. That's all that matters.
Yeah. What a motivational stream this is. I like that. Yeah, exactly. See, it's not just me figuring out how to make money off of playing Nioh and trying out all different weapons. It's also something somebody words. What the heck? Where did you come from? Okay.
This seems like a bad scene.
Yeah, that was not great. Oh shit, that was really not good. Alright. I guess I didn't need that hand cannonball after all. Steak breakfast burrito. Thanks, Presentship.
Nice. Late night breakfast burrito.
I respect someone who's willing to eat breakfast at 11 p.m. at night.
Me too, honestly. I'm a big fan of like that diner kind of breakfast, like when you've been out with people and stuff, you know? And it's like, it's very late, but it's like, you know, I want eggs, and I'm gonna have them. And there you have it. Okay.
I owe Waffle House my life. Sometimes it is as it has saved me at the end of a bin.
Saragama is working out okay.
That's the secret, though. All of the weapons in this game are good. You try out them for like a minute, and you're gonna start finding things you enjoy in them.
I haven't even like really unlocked anything via skill points, you know. And
yeah.
I haven't even tried spear, you know.
And a spear is in fact a pretty popular choice.
No kidding.
Yep.
What about Kusarigama?
I think probably Kusarigama or Tonfa are... It's probably a toss-up between those two for least popular choice. Huh. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad at all.
Right.
I mean, Hunting Horn is only used by 1% of the players in Monster Hunter. But guess what? Everyone fucking loves a Hunting Horn player. Because the Hunting Horn kicks ass.
It's the backbone of a good team.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now this is a big level, I gotta say.
Yeah, this is a kind of meaty level.
Uh-oh. Something's happening now.
Although I think you're right by the end of it, so there's that. Also, I think there's a yeah. Well,
This is an incredibly dead or alive character.
What are you talking about? It's frozen. I don't know what you mean.
Frozen, much like Judge Eyes, has been canceled due to an actor scandal.
Oh dear. Yuki-Onna?
Yuki-Onna, Snow Woman. Yep.
She's cool.
So the Yuki-Onna. Yeah, no, this boss fight kicks ass. This is the final boss fight I played. So Yuki-Onna are one of the more famous yokai from Japan as well. Snow Woman. It is a woman who, you know, you'll find lightly dressed in the middle of blizzards and snowstorms, who will then tempt you, and then, you know, you might get killed by snuggling to death with a fucking frostbitten woman who's gonna kill you by stopping all your heat away.
Oh, I see. So she like kind of tempts you with the hypothermia in a way.
Yeah. Not always tempt. Like, I know I say that, but that's because, like, you know, the big part of why a lot of yokai would ever be women is because they wanted to have a temptress thing going on. It's ancient fucking history. But yeah, they are very common as in stories, and they are pretty cool whenever they are.
Can I switch off this weapon or something?
It's up to you.
I've heard horror stories about this fight. Now remember, no spoilers, anybody.
This is a pretty tough fight.
Okay. That move is tricky as hell. Ooh dear. Okay, yeah.
These bosses.
Yeah, honestly, I do like the bosses.
I wish that you could use Naginatas in this game. Like, as actual Naginatas, aside from them just being skins for spears. Because Naginatas are really cool weapons. The reason why Yuki-Onna here is using one is because they are traditionally considered a woman's weapon.
Yeah, where have I heard that?
A lot of stuff, probably, because it's just common as a depiction. Like, even to this day, Naginata Jutsu is the, like, martial art that most women will probably practice. Well, weapon martial art in Japan. Whereas, the sword-using thing is usually considered a men's one. Although, obviously, I think you can be a woman who's a protector, kendo, or whatever. There was a famous female samurai who used Naginata at the Moegozen. There was multiple, actually. The thing is that because of the history of Naginatas being considered feminine weapons, that a lot of samurai refuse to use them because of that. Which sucks, because they're a fantastic weapon.
Shit.
Yeah, be careful with that.
Wow, that was a lot.
Yeah, her dash stab is really nasty. It punishes you for doing the exact thing you just tried to do.
Let's go back. Well, alright then. That was cool as hell. Let's go back to weapons that I'm okay with, I think. Which is...
Yeah, someone in the chat said it, but FemC in Persona 3 Portable uses Naginatas. Fun fact: you can actually get the beam Naginata from Mobile Suit Gundam as one of those weapons.
Nice.
Get out of here, you. Bye-bye.
Nice. Found him.
Yeah. One of
Yeah, I think Chie's Persona from Persona 4 was Tomoe, now that you mentioned in the chat, Lady Taylor.
Okay. Yikes. shit.
I think there's a shrine just to the left of her boss fight, for what it's worth.
Okay. Excuse me, miss. Alright. Her boss fight. Oh, there's a chest. Coldstone. Alright, so I'm just looking on the radar here. Usually shrines show up on the radar?
Alright, I guess I misremembered. Never mind. This one might just be one of the few fights in this game that actually does have a weird run back.
Or there's also
Oh, this is a shortcut. Gotcha.
yeah, kind of. It's like, yeah, okay, it is. Yeah. It's like, it makes the run I just did a bit shorter, but yeah. Okay, so thank you for QOL on the shorter shrine back, but all right, let's try. I noticed too that she has like a second form, kind of, insofar as like if you were like at her halfway point, she gosh, she is effing scary with that thing.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say? I don't know. She has like 5 of those things in the air as opposed to 3, you know? That hurts you if you block it.
Well, it's an elemental attack. Jeez!
Yeah, this lady hits like a truck.
Yeah, she's really tricky. Damn. Would you mind if I went over a bit of elemental properties for this game during this frigid fray, says Lady Fior. Please, please.
Frigid Fray.
Frigid
I like
fray.
it.
It's nice, yeah.
Good consonants.
Real good alliteration.
I'll tell you what I know. Earth, fire, water, air. That's it.
And heart.
And heart. Okay, so now we did that. We can go this way and boss fight straight ahead. Huh.
That was unfortunate.
I might have to get rid of that.
You might want to have to get rid of that dude, yeah. Crystalloni.
There are multiple elements. Fire, earth, wind, water, and lightning. There is a 6th, but it's extremely rare. I don't know if I've encountered it yet. Silicone. Alright. I don't want to spend all night on this lady, so I'll probably time box it. I mean, I should say, I do want to spend all night on her. But A, I don't want to use up both of your time, and B, I do have work tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine.
Listen, folks. The only problem is you know me, and it's also like one of those things where I'm like, you know what I should do? I should try this just one more time 1,000 times.
Yes, just one more time is a very, very nasty thing to fall into.
Right, I'm extremely susceptible.
Yeah, it's you just say you're gonna do one more thing, and then now it's 3 a.m.
Exactly. Let's see what else I got here that I can equip. 'Cause I have
So
this
each element carries a special debuff with it. Fire causes damage over time. Earth doubles key damage taken. Wind lowers attack power. Water increases damage taken by 20%, and lightning is slow movement / attack speed. There's also a 6th element, but it is extremely rare, as what Lady Pjorth says.
What is ice considered? Is that considered water?
I guess water. I could have swore water and ice were separate elements, but they're not, I guess.
What's going on, Indestructible Cat?
Raging armor? Sure. Yeah, I don't see anything about. Alright then. Oh, accessories. Versus water? Is that. I mean.
Yeah, I guess that's what you'd want. Water right now.
Yeah, and then. I don't know. What else? Alright. I'm trying to think here. Water and ice are mostly the same. Ice is an actual element, and it's white, water's blue color.
Ice also. Okay, so ice is its own thing, sort of, but it does basically the same thing.
Wow. Okay, it's hard. Alright.
Yeah, this is a famously tough boss fight.
I love the stomp. That is, like, obscene good.
It is a very cool attack, yeah. It's intimidating, it has a cool thing that it does to you.
Good stomp in a video game is
Jeez.
real defining.
My very first attempt at her was the best one, honestly, so far.
Yeah. Sorry, Gum actually did some work.
Maybe I should switch back to that, actually. Seems like blocking.
Might not be the smartest idea for this fight, yeah.
Right. Yeah, actually, you know what? Even advanced is not doing me any favors.
Let's stay hydrated.
Shout out to Seth.
Thank you, Lady Door. I don't know what happened, but for some reason, modding actions aren't available for me anymore.
Oh, I
That's
demodded
weird.
it. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I did not demod it.
Go.
Alright, so the good news is we're still in it. The bad news is I'm out of elixirs. That's not good.
That's in fact a pretty bad one.
That's scary. Damn!
Is there like a
Sorry.
Is there like a parry or something that you can use to at least like deal with some of her upfront damage?
Parry. I don't think there is.
There is a parry in... I know it's in mid-stance sword, but it's kind of weird and hard to use. It's not something you'd be doing with hammer.
Let's try
Gotcha.
a different weapon.
The long and short of it, you want to stay as close to her as possible most of the time, because that she won't do the dash forward and stab you, killing you, taking you out instantly thing that most enemies will, that she'll do usually.
Maybe try tonfas to enforce that.
That's not a bad idea. Let's try that tonfa. Seems weird, but I'm thinking like just punish fast, you know, and get the hell out of there, because that's where I get punished myself.
Parry in every style except for axe. Alright.
How does parry work exactly? I kind of forget that.
I have no idea. I've never pulled it off. The timing on it's weird.
I know, I've done the barehanded kind of parrying thing, you know? Which is like, you know that, right? The clap move.
Yeah.
Oh, that's in here? That's cool as hell.
Yeah, you can do that. You can totally take their weapon. Like, you own it then. It's yours. It's like...
That's it. Go ahead.
It's super situational because it only works on, like, the grunt kind of enemies, you know? But, like... it's a whole block per square dealio. That's... Look at that. Oh, no, I can't... I don't think I can use that and live with her, but... Get the unlock parries. Alright. That's fun. Alright. Here. Alright, let's give Tonfa a shot with her. See how this goes. Alright.
Go for it.
Go, come on. No,
Up and down, beef.
You might also want to consider taking off some armor at some point.
You mean to get lighter?
Yeah.
It's been green for a while, though.
Yeah, there's also blue, which is lighter than green.
Especially for something that hits this hard, since you're going to be rapidly healing anyway. That extra speed, that extra movement may just be worth it.
Because it's more than just dodging, it is also faster movement speed. Me and Maddie are of the exact same mind here. Staying below that 30% for blue is... wow. It's incredible.
That is a hard one to, like, predict or, you know. The moves are, like, so weird. They're not, like...
It's hard to read exactly what she's doing.
Yeah, and I'm surprised her throwing her... that double slash, too. You feel like... feels like easy to handle, but it isn't. I feel like
Nudge forward.
blocking really only mitigates damage with her. Nudge forward. That's not. I always forget that. Who is that? I got lucky. Fortunately, she needed the stamina too.
I am really glad that wasn't a one-hit kill like I thought it was.
So you're right. We gotta stay in on her for sure.
That's what the stomp is for. It's to make you to back off.
Right. The stomp actually is not a problem, you know.
Yeah.
My biggest issue is her regular double slash. I feel like I'm having trouble dealing with. So I think you're right on dodge forward if I can get used to that. Her ice breath, honestly, is not bad either. In fact, I like that because that's super easy to punish. Stomp's pretty easy to punish. Yeah, dash move, you just gotta stay in on her. So I think I can go in there this way. This is a bad idea. Yeah, this is a bad idea. I should have just gone the other way, I know. Oh, alright. Well, whatever. Got me here. A cool little, like, kind of snow fortress place, too.
Yep.
I also recommend having a living weapon available. That's not a bad idea either, truthfully. I should grab back my fish.
I really like the aesthetic design in this game.
Yeah, I think design...
I like some of it. I don't like all of it. There's some nice looking zones and some stinkers.
Yeah. I think like the little I've seen of it, like they do rely on underground a lot, and that gets pretty samey. It seems like.
Yeah, I'm sick of caves. Video games have so many goddamn caves now. Especially RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you play a modern RPG, so many of the dungeons are just gonna be caves. I've complained about Octopath Traveler's sheer number of caves before. But goddamn, is that game not Octocave Spelunker instead of what it says it is?
Yeah, Dodge Forward does it. Like
would you say Octopath's worth keeping up on? I've got it on my Switch, I just haven't gotten very far.
What I played of it was good. I didn't really have any significant problems with it. I just didn't finish it at all.
I've just got it in Xenoblade sitting on a Switch somewhere, and I haven't figured out which one I have the ability to commit to yet.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, caves in video games are never like real caves, too. Real caves are fucking tiny and claustrophobic. Or you go the exact opposite direction, and they're even bigger than you think they are. Like the one that's in Vietnam. The one that actually has like straight up fucking underground jungle in it because it's so goddamn big.
I didn't know about that cave.
That's cool
Yeah.
as hell.
Try. I want to play that Toho game you're talking about in chat, by the way.
Yeah, Lunar Nights is fantastic. Feel free to skip the cutscenes though, because the story is incidental to bad. Inoffensive, but you know, you're not gonna care. I can guarantee that you're not gonna care.
I don't know why I thought when you said Castlevania that it was Momodora.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much accurate too, still. Unofficially. Lunar Nights is fantastic though. It's really good. Like, just really good in general.
What is it on?
PC.
Yeah, I did. Honey, I'm fighting a snow woman. I know, but I did garbage. I'm talking to people, and I'm fighting a snow woman, okay? I did, yes, I did upstairs garbage right before I fought the snow woman. Oh my god, honey, you're killing me, because I gotta fight the snow woman. I don't know if you heard that part of it. That's embarrassing. I'm telling you. But oh dear.
That's fair.
Very fair.
You can't save or pause during the snow woman fight.
Listen, I'm gonna get up to go to school. I promise. It's just that I can't. I'm in the middle of a boss. I can't save here. There's no save point.
You know what the worst is? So I'm really into Tetris 99 now, but you can't pause at all during it, and these are like relatively short. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like I'll just play one, which turns into like 20, and then my wife's like, "Hey, can you do a thing?" And I'm like, "No, I can't because it's Tetris 99. It's multiplayer." And she understands that. It's not like, you know, a mom or something. Well, even she isn't, but like, you know, so yeah. But at any rate, it's frustrating, and I recognize that. She still loves me, so I'll watch you guys. Snow Woman, though, on the other hand, can go eat some shit.
Pretty tough. Dude, giving you the business.
She's giving me the business.
She's,
I feel like
If you like.
Okay.
I feel like there's probably a better way to go about this, because like
I'm not
damage ratio to like what you're doing seems skewed.
Yeah. I agree with you, actually. You know, I feel like Tonfa's nice, but I'm not hitting her as hard as I could do it, you know. That's just how Nioh is, honestly. To be fair, yeah, Umibozu was an absolute Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it's like a nightmare of a boss fight, but it was not a fun boss fight because
it's not that interesting of a boss fight, yeah.
I feel like it could have been if it's like very long at the start, just due to they give the boss really high defense, just to give it kind of an elemental gimmick that really doesn't help the boss fight. And I think if they had just kind of even made the fight shorter but handled it just like a regular fight, it would have been better. But that's the high defense. I didn't mind like other parts of it. Like there's an insta-kill laser, but I actually think it's not that bad. It's just, why are they giving me arrows in this fight?
I don't know. I think that's... Yeah, why are those there? Weird.
How much HP do you think she has, like, numerically?
Probably like about 12,000. If I had to assume.
So 120 arrows, huh? Alright.
Probably.
Okay. So what if we were to exploit the AI thusly? This is working fine. This is working
I'm for this
fine.
idea.
Yeah, what the heck? Now, I obviously can't do it, but, I mean, I can't just win the fight like that, but I can take out her key, you know? Or I could have before I ran out of arrows. Why are they giving me these arrows?
Does your gun take out her key?
It does. I have the hand cannon equipped, though. Ammo on that.
I'm gonna throw this out here. Going for range attacks like that, when she has a near instant death charge move that comes out almost out of nowhere if you're too far away from her, might be a bit of a rough consideration.
But consider this, okay?
Yeah.
See, like, if you stay, like, this kind of mid-range type of thing, you know? She, like, doesn't seem to... Not that she doesn't seem to do anything, but it's like... There seems to be, like, a range where she's like, I don't know if I want to, like... I don't know what I want to do. You know what I mean? She's like, I can't decide what to eat for dinner. You pick, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Can you...
I don't know what you want to eat. I don't know. What do you want to eat?
Can you move and, like... Does it have, like, Souls aiming where you can kind of just move and then fire?
Yeah, you're right, Doc. The strategy's not great. Look at her put that fucking steer down, too. That's really cool.
Just taunting you.
It's a Naginata, thanks.
Apparently, Naginata, thank you. No, wait, in this game, unfortunately, their spear is not
Well,
on the skin.
but she uses it like an actual Naginata, though. She's the one, well, aside from throwing it, that's not a thing you do.
I hate to be the one to tell you how things work in ancient Japan, but, you know.
Listen. Listen. I'm not a doctor.
Let's see. You can move and fire with the matchlock, not the hand cannon. Shit. It kind of sucks that I'm out of elixirs now, because I at least had, like, a shitload before. You know?
Yeah.
Could you burn a lot of those items that you've got hold up for
Thinking that.
level ups and just buy some elixirs?
That's probably a good idea.
You can get more if you offer up some more, but I don't know. You probably would be better off just learning the boss fight better.
Yeah. So let's go with the Sakai rifle, okay?
Okay.
Because I just want to see what that's like.
Ninjutsu damage bonus. Neat. That's a ninja gun.
Whoa.
Oh shit, it's not a matchlock. This is a flintlock.
Oh wow, look at that. I had a Tokiwa hand cannon. A stronger hand cannon, even. I'm gonna feed Kadamas. Ah! Get away from me, Yuki-Onna.
She's real mad.
Yeah,
Oh,
look
wow.
at that. It was like a stomp after a rifle.
I'm surprised at how long that chased you.
No, she's honestly cool as hell, though, frankly, you know?
Yeah. Oh shit, I should share this story though. Okay, so sorry to bring back up my, the voice project I'm doing.
No, please.
But, so there's one thing I just looked in. I just got an audition, or rather, set of auditions today, right? One for each character, and I looked up. I also look up like every single person who goes to the Casting Call Club, and I check out their profile just to see what else they've done or if they've got a reel, as well, because I am paying attention. I do listen to each audition, and also look into more if they have anything else with it. And the person who just did that sent in a total across their entire time there, 666 auditions. And my six were the six ones that she sent in were the most recent ones that she'd done, meaning that she did the 666 one for me. And I checked as well, and it was the 69th audition on Casting Call Club. It was double auspicious. It had 2 good numbers.
Hey, you know what? Vectalon says the evil audition, but actually I think that's a pretty good one.
It's extremely auspicious. I am incredibly into that. Also, for what's worth, she was good.
Dodge through. That's another thing I gotta learn. I gotta dodge through. Christ. Fine, Yuki. Okay. That was fluffy though.
Shit, I didn't even check to see if there's... I need to check to see if there's a fucking,
I threw a rock at her.
Nice work.
Cirque Shaw out here asking the most important question.
I was checking. There's no listing of exactly when that audition came in, unfortunately, so no hour and time. I was just about to check, though. If that did happen at 420, I would be just absolutely ecstatic. When did I report that to people? 7:02. Alright, so no. Probably not.
Alright. New plan. I'm gonna try this twice more, I think. And then, we'll figure out how to do it better tomorrow. As much as I like Nioh, this Friday tomorrow too, so. Here. Let's see. It's probably 420 somewhere. That's true if she submitted at like a 20 time, 20 minutes after.
I have no
hour.
idea if she did, though. I can't check.
But we could say she did. I mean, no.
I can say she did.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's see here. Yeah, this box is like reminds me of my time with Hemo and when I made demo. Because
She is kind of a similar boss fight to Yuki-Onna in general. From the ranged attacks, from the couple hit combos that you have to be very careful about not getting hit by because they're the actual most dangerous thing she does.
yeah, I absolutely love when she chases me like that. It's very funny, I find. Wait, you can't hear me over the game? Why not?
Yeah, why not? Is the game just too loud all of a sudden?
Maybe I started going a little lower because I was thinking about the boss or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like this boss has a lot of personality in it, just like through its animations and how it moves. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this boss fight. I'll say that.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like none of the fight feels cheap, I like that. Even the dash, it's like I got too far away from her. You know what I mean?
It's specifically just to punish you being too far away. Yeah.
You gotta be.
In general, a lot of her attacks are actually designed to push you back. The stomp, the Naginata throw pushes you back if you guard against it. So she's kind of like always trying to push you into a position where she does the dash attack on you, but she'll only do it if you're in the right position.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So, is there maybe a range we can fight at, or a weapon that we can use to fight at, to where we're right outside of her swing range, but when she does swing, we can hit it as it whiffs?
So the only thing is that her swing goes forward a little. Like her big swing
Goes
is like,
forward a lot.
Yeah, it's like it's a dash. It's like it's a two hit cycle. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
so cause my first thought would be like spear, you know, and then, you know, though, maybe I'm being stupid. I mean, I did do the best at her with Kusarigama my first time, you know.
Mm-hmm. A weapon that you are inexperienced with, and it was the first time you fought the boss fight, and you both did the best against her with it, and also was, if I remember right, relatively distracted.
That's true, actually. Maybe
You equipped and unequipped it immediately.
Oh, why am I so used to that? Great spear. Great.
I'm curious to see this run. I have a good feeling about this.
Are you serious? Again?
Just have to press it once.
That's what's killing me. I feel like I have to double click it for some reason. All right. Okay, here goes. Not a great start.
It's alright, sometimes you stumble in. You got this.
You can know. Oh, sorry. You're gonna do something. Thing is, like, it's funny because she doesn't have as big a punish window as like you would think for some of this stuff, you know?
Because you have to walk back into her.
Yeah.
You're not right next to her for a lot of this stuff. For what it's worth, I think the stomp, if you time it just right, you can just dodge it, because the only time that the attack actually has, it's a very brief hitbox.
Yeah.
But you would definitely need to time that dodge properly.
Ooh, that gun though.
That's a big old number.
That is a pretty big.
Yeah,
number.
that is a good ass. Hey, when you're upgrading from a matchlock to a flintlock gun, makes sense. It is a much more advanced piece of machinery.
Okay, so hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed, like, that there was right at the range where we were at where she wasn't really attacking. It was kind of similar to what we were doing with the bow earlier.
Yeah.
Do you have a weapon you can use that can maybe, like, you can just poke and prod from that range? Because, like, the big thing I see is she does the two big swings that kind of get you. But I feel like, you know, that's maybe the easier thing to dodge. You dodge the first hit, you dodge the second. From that, like, I feel like this is probably a death by 1,000 cuts. Because you're good at dodging most of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if we can just get something that, like, pokes right outside of that range, to where she's not attacking as much. Like, she'll occasionally waddle in with the 2-hit swing, but you're also not necessarily, like, right at the range for her to do the stomp, or outside of the range where she's going to do the lunging grab. And that may be an option. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
To kind of keep like mid-range from her, you're saying, and then.
Yeah, just like a step right outside of her effective range, and then maybe just poke at her.
But you know what though? I just wanna. Can I level up now? No, I still have more. You know, I might as well level up. That could help too. You know, that's the thing I've heard about these kinds of games. Leveling up helps. I think that. All right, let me give it a shot. So. There's money and Amrita, that's right. So, Sarigama. Let's go body. Alright. Oh yeah, what's the Amrita blessing here? Maybe there's something that's Kadama blessing rather. Weapon drop rate, elixir drop rate. You know, guys. Alright. Let's make this a good fight.
Should we switch the armor up too, so that maybe you have the...
I sold all my armor.
More freer. No. Alright.
I sold all my armor. I didn't think about it until you just said it now, because I was like, I should get some elixirs and Amrita ready. And then you said that, and I'm like, oh, I guess we're stuck in mid-stance. And Wandering Newbie's hosting me. Thank you, Wandering Newbie. Desmond New York says, oh man, I really like Nioh, but at the same time, fuck you, Nioh, I hate you. Alright. I don't know what I'm basing this on, but I have a good feeling. Alright, here goes nothing. Make it a nudie run, then you're guaranteed. Wow, that's actually a big number too for an arrow.
See, like, that's what I mean. Like, there's a range, like, where you're right outside of where she, like, and I didn't notice it in the last one. It looks like it just showed me that you can do, like, you can just step, like, right outside of that twin swing range and get your damage in.
Right. And actually, I'm being stupid right now. But, like, if I can get her to stop, you know. Get her to do the stomp. That stomp's easy to punish in a way because that breath is, but I need to be in like the right position for it.
Can you just side roll the breath, or does it track?
Yes, you can very much side roll it.
Because I usually am dodging elsewhere thinking it's something else.
This is a fight where you have to internalize what attack should be dodged in which direction.
Yeah.
Because the stomp you have to dodge backwards for. The throw, the ice shards, and the ice breath, those should all be dodged to the side. But then, like, her dual swing is best dodged forward. So it's like you have to remember 3 different directions to dodge if you want to do things right.
Okay, this is... I'm feeling good about this. Like, I think you've got a good rhythm down. We just gotta move it.
She is straight up immune to water damage, huh?
Shit, I'm trying to like get back in on her, but she's like got that spread move. Sucks. I mean, it's great, honestly. It's just for me. What is this? Okay.
Triple shot.
Yeah.
You did actually notice that she had a second phase, basically.
Yeah, I did.
Where her magic gets more dangerous.
Well, now wait.
This is the first time we've
not...
done this.
Wait, all right. I gotta try one more time just because I learned that. But then.
Cool move, Billy.
Hmm?
Oh man, he had a really cool death pose there.
Oh, I didn't see.
He was like ass over head. It ruled.
Aw, poor chunky Billy. Sucks. I feel like. Dylan, you have to watch her to spin her money about it. those like spread moves were like killing me though. That was the issue. Yeah. Well, that and my general lack of knowledge. Yeah. So first form. That's annoying. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. Okay. So second form is the well.
So, how long would it be until you get this living weapon?
Extremely long, honestly. You would have to. It's hard to get it to pop just from attacking a boss.
So you see that the fish in the upper left? If I can get that all the way up. Alright, let's just move ahead front.
What I was thinking is like chip her down all the way to like half health when the second phase starts. Because you got a lot of damage off the living weapon.
A different living weapon would be better, though, because you didn't get any elemental damage off of it at all.
So...
She is flat out immune to water damage.
I like her animation. She's just sauntering over.
She's intimidating.
That's a sachet right there.
See, like, this is the range I was talking about, though. Like, maybe we could just kind of poke and prod at her. Or, like, just as she, like, goes to move, like, kind of with punishing.
I keep mistaking that breath move now for reflect attack.
Someone in the chat is saying that paper bombs are really good in this fight.
Paper bombs?
Yeah, I don't know if paper bombs. There's, like, the little Dama.
I'm going to assume that that's a ninjutsu thing, actually, now that I think about it. That's probably a ninja thing, yeah.
How good are ninjas in this game? Pretty good.
They're extremely good, from what we've been told. Like, if you go deep on ninjutsu or Onmyo magic, they're both extremely powerful.
So now it's time for the perfect Yuki-Onna fight for the rest of this. Please don't chase me anymore. Sorry.
I didn't want no trouble.
Can just give you a second life ability.
They'll let you start playing second row.
Wow. Alright. I think that's good for tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty late at this point.
Yeah. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Let's give it a crack tomorrow or something. Alright, thanks a lot, Seth, for joining. Thanks, Doc, as usual.
Yeah, happy to show up.
Awesome. Alright, later, everybody.